Hello, everybody. My name is Arlette Audiffred, and I am from PrepaTec Morelia HighSchool. And I would like to share with you my project, Gamification Serious Game to promote multicultural attributes. And okay, so we wanted to work with video games because they're popular, students like it. Most of them, have some of them in their computers or in their phone, right? But we also wanted it to find games, that they will be serious games, right? That they will relate to a story, right? And that could generate different reactions in the students and different emotions, and they could learn something about these games, right? So our main question, right, that we addressed was how these simulation games will foster global empathy and also interest in global civic learning in our students, right? And how these also these games will help students to empathize, right? And identify with the life of others, right? Because sometimes it's difficult, to understand, to grasp what other people is living, right, in different parts of the world. Okay, so we started this project with a small group, 24 students of the multicultural program. We wanted to work in the social inequality topic and to promote the multicultural attributes that we have in our high school. Okay, so the main goals, for making this project was to promote emotional intelligence, right? Also to promote global civic learning in our students and encourage creativity, collaboration, critical thinking, communication, and most special of all, fostering global empathy and emotional intelligence. Okay, so we were working online, this was during the pandemic. So we were at the beginning of the pandemic, so we were working online. And so we have a program, that our school called the High Flex, right? So our students were online, but sometimes they have to connect through Zoom, and some others they will have do some activities at home on their own, right? So the modality was asynchronous or asynchronous, right? So we chose different topics, and depending on the topic we talk about with the students in the class, we play a serious game, right? So in this chart, you can see, what were the games, what was the topic, right? So at the end, we wanted it to talk about a little bit indigenous population, because in our state, we have a large group of indigenous population, Purepecha people. And I thought, kids will relate to this community more easily since they live, with us, around the city, in other cities, right? So at the end, also, they have to use the twine tool that we find out to make their own game, right? To make their own game, talking about a life of a Purepecha young adult, and the how is to live in a community and to get outside of that community and the problems that they could encounter, right? So it was interesting, all the ideas they came up with. Okay, so well, at the end of the activities, right, we work with them it was like 10 days that we followed the games and the projects, and they presented it. So we applied this survey, satisfaction survey, and we have Linker scale, right? When 5 was unsatisfactory, so we found out that they did like the activity because we obtained a result of 1.98 and with standard deviation of 1.5. And also when we asked the student, what kind of emotions do you experience while playing these games, right? It was empathy. They felt empathetic, but also there was a lot of frustration, right? Because they wanted to solve the game and it was difficult, right? And they sometimes they will just, get a little frustrated about it or a little upset. Okay, so they do like the activity. 62% like it a lot, right? And we want to keep doing these activities with larger group to see how we can work with them. And I was sure they connected, to these games, to the story of these games, and that they empathize, with the situations. And they realize that these situations, they're not only happening abroad, that we have our own communities and minorities, that they suffer inequalities in our country, right? And that they could even live next to us. So, well, this was our project, and I would like to thank you for being here, and I really hope you like it, and I also hope that you will use these serious games for your classes. Thank you very much.